Good morning, everyone. This is Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations, and today is July 2nd. It is Thursday. Wow. So there's been a lot going on. Let me take a sip of my coffee in my new mug. Woo woo. Oh, it's good and hot too. Okay, so before I get started, let me just, I am going to tell you this is going to be, I've got one whip and just a few finished objects because I haven't been crocheting that much, especially the last week. I have new subscribers, so I want to say welcome, all of you, and thank you for supporting me. And I hope that you will hop on over to Facebook and join our Facebook group. It's Happy to Hook Creations as well. There's just one question that you have to ask. Wait, answer? There's only one question that I ask that you have to answer. Very quick, very easy, and you'll be a part of it. We would love to have you. There's lots going on over there. Lots of talented people showing their work. Sometimes we'll let you know that there's sales going on. We try to support each other when there's a new podcaster that needs subscribers or somebody coming up, because it's truly amazing to me how there could be like 1,000 crocheters that do podcasting, but we're all uniquely different, yet come together because we've got something in common. So I think that's wonderful. All my regular subscribers, hey guys, what's up? Thank you for coming on back and seeing me. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We've got a lot going on. July 15th, I'll be drawing for our Christmas in July fairies, and I will link the video to that in the description box below. Excuse me. And oh gosh, I'm like trying to remember. I should have written this down. That's what usually happens. I forget what I'm going to tell you guys. Most of it anyway. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the last video I told you guys that I was getting some dental work done. Well, it was horrifying for me. I mean, it was awful. So I went in, Jack and I had our anniversary on the 17th of June, and the very next day, I went in to have a root canal. So normally, I'm supposed to have an antibiotic before they do any dental work, but the dentist assured me that it'll be fine if they just put the antibiotics under my gums where they're going to do the work. So I'm like, whatever, as long as I've got antibiotics, then I'm not going to, it won't be a problem. So I had a root canal on this side, and so that was Thursday. When it wears off, you feel that, a little bit of pain. She said it was going to be discomfort. I had a huge knot when I woke up the next morning on my face. So I called and they said, yeah, it's just, that's normal because you just had a small margin of where we had to put the needle to numb you. And, so it's probably just sore because we had to kind of go in at an angle. This is what I was told. All right. So Friday, I'm working and, doing my thing. Then Saturday morning, the whole side of my face looked like somebody was using me for a punching bag, you guys. It was awful. And it just kept getting progressively worse. So of course it's Saturday, and it was discomfort. I was icing it up. It was painful. But I didn't want to go. It wasn't so bad that I couldn't deal with it. You know what I mean? So I waited until Monday and I went in, and sure enough, it's infected. So I'm doing my last few days because they gave me 2 weeks worth of antibiotics. I was not happy. Oh, it has just, and you know what? When you have tooth pain, everything pretty much stops in your life because it's painful. You don't want to eat. You don't want to, I didn't want to crochet, man. I didn't want to do anything. And I didn't do travel to see any of my clients because, you know, I sent a picture of my boss and she was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah, I said, but I'm still going to work. I'm just going to, you know, work from home and I'll do my traveling next week, you know, once this is all cleared up. So yeah, needless to say, you guys, it was awful. And I mean, it was so bad at one point, I told the dentist, I'm like, you know what? Why don't you just pull them all out? Just pull them all. She says, and why would I do that? I'm like, well, it's better than this pain. So yeah, I was not happy. And poor Jack and Abby just did their best. I mean, mashed potatoes and soup, and Mandy came over and the grandkids were taking care of me. It was so cute. So yeah, so anyway, that was my, I don't even know the last time I did a podcast. I know it's probably been 2 weeks, but yeah, it was just awful. And I was like, no one's going to see me like this. Are you crazy? So that's when, like when I knew that something was up with the mouth, I was already going to do a slideshow of some of my hats because you guys know I'm kind of addicted to the Divine hats. I can honestly say that, yeah, it's an addiction. So, and I'm getting there with the Stormy Waters hat too, but oh man, Divine hats are like, man, I love making them. I love it. So I did a little slideshow and you guys were so wonderful with your comments. Thank you so much. Now some of those were because variegated. I love using variegated yarn because even if you use the same skein of yarn, your hats are going to turn out different. And that always just, I don't know, even from when I first started crocheting with variegated, that always just amazed me. I just loved it. Because I'm like, man, I can get like 2, maybe 3 different hats out of one skein of yarn. And although they're similar, they're not exactly the same. And so I always thought that was cool. And this mug, where did I get this mug? I think Amanda saw this. Well, you know, I am a military brat and I do love my country and I think this is amazing and I didn't have one. You know, you would think I would have had a flag coffee mug by now, but I don't. / tea because I drink a lot of tea too. Anyway, and that's just some Starbucks Keurig cup that I think it's called, actually it's called Holiday Blend because I was like, what's a holiday blend? And it was just, you know, when you're cleaning things out and you're finding stuff you hadn't seen in a while. Well, I had Abby clean out the pantry, and so that's where we found it. I'm like, I'll try it. Doesn't taste like holiday to me, but it's good coffee. So anyway, on to my, so yeah, that was my tooth story. That's what was going on. And oh my gosh, you guys, I'm telling you, it was awful. Now, before I show you, I've got a few hats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hats and a cowl and one whip that I really don't know. I started to make something and I can't even tell you what it was. I know, oh, I think it was a poncho. I was going to make a poncho for Jordan and for her friend Cadence. And then Cadence doesn't wear stuff like that. So, and then I thought, well, I'll just use both skeins of yarn that was given to me by Carla. Hi, Carla. Hi, Mike. She gave it to me and I thought, well, I'll just make, you know, like a rectangle or something and maybe turn it into a cardigan for her or something. Well, I used it all. And so now I think I'm just going to add more to it. So I'll show you that and you guys can, I'm going to get some suggestions from you guys because, yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. But it's awfully pretty. Okay, so I do have some, I am going to show you my whips and my one whip anyway, and my finished objects. And then I have some health news, not from me, but from another member of my family. And man, I've got all kinds of news to share with you guys. See, 2 weeks, it just, wow. It's just crazy. So since my coffee is full, I am going to show you my crocheting first and then chat with you a little bit about some yarn haul that yarn that I've ordered that I haven't received yet. not happy about that, but it is what it is. It is, we're in COVID-19, whatever. So, all right. So I'm going to show you the whip first because I'm going to talk about this for a minute. So, I'm not sure if it was the last video or the video before that when I had the Happy Mail. And Carla Counts, again, hello Carla. She sent me some beautiful yarn. I got a great box from her. And there was, and you guys, you know, I really don't know where the wrappers are because Abby's been kind of cleaning since I was kind of like not wanting to do anything. So she probably threw them away. But I know that it was Red Heart, maybe Pink Tones or something. So you remember, if you remember the video, I got 2 skeins of it. These are both. I used both of them. There was very, very little left. So this is what I started. I was, okay. So I started doing a half double crochet right there, right? And then after so many, I thought, that's not working for me. So let me do something else. So then I decided I'll just do a V-stitch. So that's what this is. It's a V-stitch. And then when I got close to the end of the second skein, I thought, well, I better make the other one match in case I want to do something for her. So somebody said, somebody from my church, they were like, you know, that almost looks like the 2-pocket or the pocket shawl. Yeah, that's been going around that everybody's been making and stuff. But I think for Jordan, it might be too wide. I think it should be a little bit because she's such a tiny thing. So, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I could probably get another skein and make it longer, but because if we cut it in half, it'll probably, you know, and if I put tassels on it in our pocket, it might just fit her. So we shall see. But that's both skeins, and I love this color. She loves pink, and I'm gonna put it up closer so you can see the stitching on it. So, oh, and I worked it widthwise, so it was this way. And yeah, they're just V stitches. But, you know, I liked the pinks. And so that's probably what I'll do. I'll throw some pockets on there and some fringe, but I'll talk to her first because I told her this was saved for her. And so if that's something that she would want me to do, I'll definitely do it. But yeah, it worked out really quick. I made it in an evening. So yeah, I love the way the V-stitch is like one of my favorites to do because it works up fast. So that's my one whip, guys. Now, when I say it's my one whip, it was my one whip from just something I wanted to work on because y'all know I got a whole bag, or not bag, but a storage container with probably 10 whip bags in there that I really got to work on. I just got to buckle down and do it. I've got to take them out and decide again, because, you know, I've already done that once. And I'm like, okay, I'll keep this. I'll finish that. No, that's cute. And then I don't do anything with it. Oh, man. That just drives me crazy because something always comes up. Here's my problem. My problem is, before we get to the finished objects, my problem is I come in this silly room and some things have been moved around. We've got some, I know, I got some yarn. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I told you guys this already, but I'm trying to not buy a lot of yarn. I mean, I've got projects coming up and I've got, you know, birthdays and Christmas. I'm even thinking about that. It's July, guys. You got to think about it. 5 months, it's going to be here before we know it. So Abby and I have been taking these out and looking back, like behind them, because all of these have yarn behind them as well. Because if you've been with me from the beginning, you will know that my craft show, or my craft room downstairs, was larger than this one. So I had 6-foot shelves or bookcases that went across that were chock full, and these are shorter and this room is smaller. So I've kind of had to, you know, accommodate for the fact that it's a lot smaller. So I just stuffed a bunch of yarn back there, and we found some really cute things back there. And I was like, man, I got to keep these up front because I really want to make something. And so that's the problem. So I see it, and then I think, oh man, that's going to make a really pretty shawl. So yeah, let me just give you an example. So I'm looking through, I think it was this one that I redid. Yes, this one right here. So I was looking back there because I knew I had yarn back there. I didn't know what kind of yarn, but I knew I had yarn. Oh my gosh, you guys. So this is what I found. Soft and Sleek DK. All right. And it is soft and squishy. It's total, complete deliciousness. I'm just saying. And it's low pill fiber. But this ball of yarn, 478 yards. 478 yards, you guys. This would make such, and look at that. It would make such a beautiful drapey shawl. Come on, you know it would. You know it. And you know, I think, whoops. I think that I really should start looking behind my bookcases again so I can see what I've got. Because there was a few there, several colors. This one is, I don't know what color it is. Does it say? Oh, ivory. Well, that about explains it, right? Okay, but then I was like super, super excited. You guys know how I feel about mustard. Well, see, okay, I like all colors, but for some reason, man, mustard. And because it's a fall color, look at how gorgeous that is. Isn't that beautiful? And it's kind of like it has darker, man, I wish you guys could see that. I hope you can see it because it's just beautiful. I love, love, love this color. Okay, so its official color is Dijon. And I have 2 of these. 478 yards. That is going to make a beautiful shawl. I really love it. Okay, and then, oh, I got stuff everywhere. One of these days I'm going to get this room done. I'm not even playing. I'm going to do it. This one is called Peacock. Look at how beautiful that is. It's such a beautiful color. Man, I just, oh. And these will probably all be shawls. I mean, unless you guys have another, or a go-to, I can't say another, but if you have a go-to pattern that you use for crocheting, I do not knit. Oh, I think knitting is gorgeous, but if you guys have a crochet pattern that you use DK yarn for, I would love to know what it is. And most of these, so the Dijon is the only one that I have 2 of. This one is called Mink. There, see, you can see how that looks. So the Dijon is like that also. It's just got a darker color, and then, oh man, I just think they're just so soft, you guys. I'm telling you, they're soft. And then this one is Pumpkin Paradise. Pumpkin Paradise, that's what this one is called. And they're all 478 yards. So I think that's plenty to make, you know, even if it's like a summer shawl or something, I think that would look good. But I love that color. Ooh, man. That's almost as pretty as the Dijon. And this last one is called Linen. And there's that one. But see how it's like 2 tones or 2 different colors in that. Man. So, yeah, so my lesson to myself is, you know, before you go out and buy yarn, and I have bought some, I just don't have it yet. But, you know, check the back of my stuff because, you know, I put this room together over a year ago. And so, you know, when I take a ball of yarn out or a skein of yarn or a hank of yarn, because this is mostly hanks, when I take all that stuff out or take it out and make something, I just replace it with another hank. I don't even look back there, which I should do, right? You know, you should like look back there and then just pull it up from the back. Well, I don't do that, but I'm going to start now because that was a nice little find. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, so my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. So I've got 5 hats, and one of them you've already seen. I made this one. I made this a couple of weeks ago. And I know this was, I love this yarn. I can pull it up. I don't know what it was. So you guys remember this. This is my own pattern. I just kind of whipped it up. I didn't write it down or anything. Sometimes I just do like do it to see how things are going to look. And then I thought, like a week or so after this, I have enough left. Let me see if I can make a cowl. So this was the hat that I made that I showed you guys a couple of podcasts ago. And then last week, was it no, it wasn't even last week. Hasn't been a full week. I made this, of course, when I was feeling better. And I had to keep looking at the hat to make sure that it kind of matched. So now what I would do different, I don't even remember how many I chained. 60 maybe? 60 or 70. I probably would have gone shorter. Now my hair is still wet from my shower, but anyway, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. So you see, I mean, I don't know. I just think it might be a little too long. So if I made it just a little bit, maybe 10 chains shorter, it would fit a little bit snugger. I mean, some people like them like this. I mean, Abby likes it, so maybe she'll end up with this set. I won't put the hat on because, again, I'm already hot. But yeah, so that's just something, like I said, I just whipped it up. I wanted to use up my yarn, which is what I've been telling myself I'm going to do. And, you know, I like going through everything to make sure that I have enough for projects. What I do is I write down every name of a friend, family, or, you know, especially my preacher and their family. I write their names down and what I would like to either make for them or get them for Christmas. I'm lucky enough that most of my family members and especially my grandchildren, they love for me to make them something. They absolutely love it. And I actually have a really close friend of mine who was told not to make them anything for Christmas because they wanted something from a store. I'm just saying, that's rude. I mean, I guess I get it, but then no, not really. I'm just one of these people, if somebody's going to take the time to hand make something for me, they picked out that color because they know I like it, or they know that I would probably like it, whatever, and then they made it with their own hands and then gave it to me as a gift, I would treasure that thing for the rest of my life. I'm just saying, because I think that is just totally, anybody can go to a store and buy something, guys. I mean, really, if you have a gift that, I mean, and it doesn't have to be crocheting or knitting. If you know how to paint or make some, I don't know, whatever craft it is, and you do something nice like that for someone, I think that is wonderful. But they were just like, nope, I don't want anything from you. I don't want it handmade. I want it from a store. Can you buy me something? And I was like, man, yarn is like not free, people. I mean, come on. That's an expensive gift and you should be grateful. I'm just saying. But anyway, I don't know. That's just me. Okay, here is not a divine hat. I already showed you one. See, this isn't a divine hat either. And I do like this color because I like that it's got like that peach in there and the navy blue and light blue and gray. Those are the colors. So yeah, but like I said, I would do that cowl differently. I would make it a little bit smaller and maybe 1 to 2 rows wider. So, you know, it's trial and error, right? So this one, oh my gosh, I can't even remember. I didn't particularly like this yarn, okay? I'm not saying, I don't know what it is about this, but it just drove me a little nutty. I do like the way it worked up, though. The colors are a little kind of weird, but I don't know. It's different. This is, of course, a Stormy Waters hat. And the yarn, if you guys, oops, a slipper just fell off my foot. The yarn is this one. Let me take a look because I remember I put it back. So this is the yarn, okay? It is, I love this yarn because I love this yarn. And it is Pasha. That's what it's called. And it's very different. And I thought, I just kept looking. I'm like, how did I end up with that yarn? Why did I get that? So I will probably make one of my subscribers said that there's a Stormy Waters cowl or shawl that you can make. So I'm hoping I have enough and I'll make one and then sell this as a set. But it isn't bad. It didn't turn out as bad as I thought. Now it's got like little line. I'm hoping it'll, you see? So it just looked different to me, and I was like, man, I got to see what that looks like. It's just really weird. But it worked up nicely, and man, do I love, I'll tell you what, I think you can take any yarn, and with a Stormy Waters pattern or a Divine, it's going to look good no matter what you do, because yeah, I really like the way that turned out. I think it's cute. So there's that. That's the only Stormy Waters hat that I did. So that's one whip, and so far 3 finished objects. Now guess what I'm going to show you guys. Go ahead, guess. Yes, a Divine hat. Woo woo. And this is made out of the yarn that I got from Carla. It feels like butter in the purple or lavender. I can't remember the colorway. But oh my gosh, you guys. It is the softest, squishiest, most, I don't know. It just feels so nice. And this one has already been claimed. You know, I got to really quit showing my kids and my grandkids stuff, because I can't say no to them. That's my problem. So I make some like, oh, I want it. Can I have it? I'm like, sure, why not? But yeah, another Divine hat. Whoop, whoop. And it's purple. It's purple. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love, love, love making. I love making these. And okay, I have 2 left. They're both Divine hats. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got, again, the packaging is missing, but if I remember, because you guys know sometimes, yeah, I will put the link to the video I did when I had the Happy Mail from Carla, because this is also yarn that she gave me. I remember that the yarn's called Neapolitan, but I can't for the life of me remember where it came from. Maybe Hobie or Hobium. I don't know. All right. So, oh, look what I did. I put it inside there. Woo, woo. Okay, I feel better. All right. So this was, oh my gosh, I got upside down. Sundance Synergy. That's what it was. Sundance Synergy. And I know the color was definitely Neapolitan. And hold on, let me see if because I got it folded kind of funky. I got it folded kind of funky. All right. This is 70% acrylic and 30% wool. And it was a 50-gram ball, and each ball had 76 yards of yarn. And it's a Hirschner's. So I used both, and this is what I had left over. Okay, so that's all that was left. I used both 50-gram balls, and I'm glad I did that. See, most of the time I don't, and I just don't have any idea what I'm doing, so or what I'm using. I'm just like, I just picked up some yarn. So this is what it was. I made a child-sized hat in Divine. Isn't it divine? I just love it. I knew that that was going to make a really, really pretty hat. And I had just enough over to make a little baby one. Ah! So yeah, so this could be like a sister set. Isn't that cute? I just love it. This would probably fit probably two to 4, maybe 5 if she's petite, and then, you know, a little baby. So she has a little sister this winter. Come on now. You know that's some cute deliciousness. It is so cute, and it is so soft. Oh, I just love it. So yeah, that's just that's just the cutest thing ever. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I put that in there. You know why I did that? Because Rose from Rose Likes Crochet, she's always wrapping her yarn around there and putting it somewhere where she can find it in a baggie or something. And I didn't have a baggie, so I thought, well, I'll just stick it inside this hat. So see, guys, I'm watching, I'm learning. I'm picking up things from all my girls and my guys too, because I have been watching a few of them. Okay, so that's all I've had. And now that I don't have a toothache, I came in here early so that I can look around. Yeah, it's only like 7. I usually don't start work till 8:30, so I wanted to come in here. I wanted to have plenty of time. Jack's already at work. Abby's still sleeping. Coco's walking around because I can hear her tags jingling in there. So she's probably looking for something. Who knows? But I really like coming in here and just kind of, this is like my reflective time. I have my cup of coffee. It's nice and quiet, although sometimes it's too quiet. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I cannot wait for this foster licensing to go through and I have kids running around this house again. I just think because I come from such a large family, I need it. I mean, for now, I mean, you know, Jack and I aren't even going to retire. We've got a 5-year plan. If it works out, that's great. If it doesn't, you know, that's fine too. It's all in God's hands. So we are, you know, going to do everything we can for families or for the children until we decide to officially retire. Because then at that time, we will not be fostering because we will be moving. So that's the game plan anyway. So we shall see. All right, so news, and I didn't want to keep this really long. We're already at 30 minutes, so you know, we're just playing catch up, guys. If you know, if this stuff didn't happen with my mouth, we wouldn't be playing catch up right now. So I do hope that you are all well and the weather's great and it's been really hot here. I think we're going into what, our second week of summer. So yeah. So before I tell you a little bit of family news, I do want to mention some yarn. So in May, I believe it was May 10th, I don't know, the 14th maybe? Could have been the 8th. The second week of May, I ordered yarn from Hobie. And it isn't here yet. And I think it's coming from like Denmark or somewhere. But I am waiting patiently for it. They have reached out to me and said, you know, because of what was going on, you know, COVID-19, things are just taking a little bit longer. And excuse me, I can expect it hopefully in another 4 weeks. And it's, you know, it's already been May. So it's totally not them. It's just because of the situation that is going on right now. And then, dang it. I'm going to talk all that talk and then all of a sudden my voice wants to get silly. Okay. So, and then I wanted to make, I wanted to make a rainbow blanket. And I wanted to make it in chunky yarn and I didn't have any red. So I got on a site, We Crochet, and I believe, who was that? They're affiliated. See, brain's just gone. I want to say Yarnspirations, but I don't think that's right. If I find out, I'll put the link below. But anyway, We Crochet, if you put that in, it'll come up. There's a website. They had a really good deal on some of their chunky yarn. I've never tried it before. You know, it wasn't a brand. I don't even know what brand it was. So when it gets here, of course, I'll show it to you guys and we'll see. But it was like $2.15 a skein. And there's like 140 somewhere, 140, 150 yards, which is great. So I was really excited. So I ordered some of that. I think I only ordered like 15 skeins of them or something. So that I can make a couple of blankets to see how they turn out. When I make blankets for babies, I like them to be soft, even if it's chunky. I want it to be something that a baby is going to love because, you know, they're babies. They want to be snuggled up to something soft, not something, you know, coarse and fibery and things flying around everywhere. You know, kind of like that. That thing drove me nuts, you guys. I'm not playing. It drove me nuts. So anyway. Yeah, so when I get my Hobie yarn, I can't wait because even though I think it's like a super fine yarn, they had these beautiful, beautiful cakes of yarn. And a friend of mine actually ordered some together. You know, since you're already paying for that shipping, we might as well, right? So I can't wait. I really, really can't wait. There are some beautiful shawls that are going to be made with that yarn if it's as gorgeous as it looks in person. So. Okay, what else? So, yeah, we're talking about yarn. My gosh, you guys, Michaels is frustrating me to no end. It's frustrating me. I don't have a Michaels here. If I was to go to a Michaels, it's like 45 miles away, right? they're always out of everything. I don't know if I mean, they limit, like, I think you have to buy 3 or something. But I was looking for blanket yarn because I have a few blankets. Well, they're not blankets, like sacks. You know, if you follow Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, excuse me, he has a whole segment of like a mermaid sleep sack and a shark sleep sack. So I'm checking my stash to see, because I want to make a couple of these for some gifts at Christmas time. And I don't have enough of a few, so I thought I'll check Michael's, because I think I saw something had popped up advertising that they had them on sale. And some of their 10.5 ounce balls were 99 cents. They're all sold out, all out of stock. Ugh, it's frustrating. I mean, I guess I think I'm the only one who crochets or knits and needs yarn. But just once, man, just once, I'd like to get a really good sale. Well, I can't say just once, because I got a great cotton sale when I was in St. Louis. But every time I try to buy online, guys, it never works out for me. I just don't know what it is with Michael's. Ugh. So, yeah. I did go to Hobby Lobby, and I talked to the lady there about markdowns, and she said that, you know, she wasn't quite sure because they were closed for so long during the COVID crisis and everything. And so she says, I know we're going to have a markdown, but I just don't know when. And I go, okay. I'm like, that's fine. I just thought I'd ask. She goes, tell you what, you can call me once a week. Ask for me. Her name was Jennifer. She probably doesn't even watch this, but she was really sweet. And she says, you can call. She's like, those are questions I love. And she chuckled. And I thought, okay, so you're giving me permission to call you and ask you about your yarn markdown. And she said, yeah. She says, all you have to do is just call me and ask it. She says, I'm either going to say, yep, we started it, or nope, I have no idea. So that's what I'm going to do. Because, yeah, I mean, my goodness, I thought that was awesome. But they always have really good deals. And I've got some stuff here. You know, I use a lot of Hobby Lobby yarn. So, you know, I might not buy as much as I used to buy, because I feel, guys, I feel like I've been doing like crocheting nonstop. It's the craziest thing. Does anybody else feel like that? Like during this stay at home, and even though I was working, because, you know, sometimes we have webinars to watch, I'm just like if I'm sitting there and I'm watching television, I got my yarn, I got my hook, I'm like whipping something up. And Jack told me, he said, you should put everything on the couch, all throughout, wherever it'll fit. He says, and take a picture of it and show everyone how much stuff you've been making. Just since March 19th is when I really started getting into it, because our office closed on the 18th. So yeah, we'll see. I might do that today if I have time. We're off tomorrow for 4th of July because it falls on a Saturday. So I get a 3-day weekend. Woo woo. And if you do too, awesome. Hope you got great plans. Okay, let's see. I told you about the mail. I ordered some yarn. I'm going to order some yarn. So when my We Crochet gets here, I just got the shipping, and it says that, you know, it should be here, if not tomorrow, probably Monday or Tuesday. So, and as soon as, but whenever it gets here, I'll definitely show you guys, because I'm really curious to see how this chunky yarn works up. So that'll be fun. You know, $2.15. It's definitely worth it. I mean, come on. And 100 and something. What does a chunky yarn usually have in it? Like 87 yards or something. Usually it's under 100. I know that. So when it had over that, I thought, yeah, I'll go ahead and take the chance for $2.15. And then Carla sends me a message. She's like, just FYI. She's like, I think it was Yarnspirations or Hershner. She's like, Hershner's is having a really good sale right now. And I sent her a text message back, and I said, you are killing me, girl. Because, oh my gosh, they have a really great sale. And here's the thing. As many times as you tell yourself, I'm not going to buy any yarn, what always happens with me anyway? I get an order, or somebody an order from my Etsy shop, or someone personally messages me and commissions me to make something, and I don't have the yarn for it, right? I mean, how do you not? But sometimes I just don't. And so I have to go to the store, or I have to order it depending on how much time I have to make that item. And there you go. So, I mean, even the best plans, guys, I'm just saying, the best idea to not do it. It's great. And I've been using a lot of my yarn for all this. So if I do, I'm not going to say if, when I take pictures of all the stuff that I've crocheted so far that I haven't given away, because I've given away quite a few items already. But I think I have pictures of that. I will show you what I've been working on, and some of it you guys haven't had a chance to see because we've got a market going on in Springfield, and some of my stuff is over there already to be sold. And then some of my friends had homeless shelters in the area, and you guys, that's kind of what I do. So we were giving blankets and stuff for them, whatever they were in need of. We're really good about, getting donations of stuff. And I don't deal directly to like homeless shelters. My job is to help find homes for people. So, yeah. So anyway, it's really neat to be able to make something and give it away because, Lord knows I've got plenty of yarn. And as long as he has blessed me to crochet and give away and crochet and, make some side money off of it, I'm just going to continue to do it because it's what I love. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. It's, you wouldn't do it if you didn't love to do it, right? So that's why I do it. Okay, so now, oh my gosh, I guess that's it. Talked your ear off, haven't I? I see people walking. It's so great. It's wonderful seeing people walking around. Oh, I've missed that. It's just the little things, I'm telling you. So, wonderful news. In just the 2 weeks that I haven't done a podcast, I have become a great aunt, not once, but twice. My nephew in Texas, him and his wife, have had their second son. And my niece in New York has had her first child, also a little boy. So I have 2 great nephews. I am super, super excited because that's just more stuff I get to make for babies. I haven't had to make anything for babies in our family in such a long time, it seems. My gosh. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, what else? Man, there just seems to be like so much. Oh my gosh. So my father-in-law is going to be 80 next Thursday, a week from today. So he doesn't watch my podcast, so it's okay. So what I plan on doing is we're getting all kinds of yard decorations, and we're going to put them when like either early that morning for his birthday or maybe late in the evening. I'm going to put some stuff out in his yard and balloons and tie him up. And I mean, he's going to be 80. It's just amazing to me. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And you guys who have been with me from the beginning will already know how much that man means to me. My parents died young, and I always tell Jack how lucky he is to have his parents in his life. And his mother is 77, and like I said, Dad's going to be 80 next week, and he is just such a wonderful person. He's more than just, he is my dad. I mean, he has been such a wonderful male figure in my life, and it's been 32 years now, so he is just amazing. And he doesn't look 80, I'm going to tell you right now. So we're going to go over there and celebrate his birthday and enjoy him. And, we've got some gifts and stuff for him. So I want to make sure that he knows just how special he is, because I just love that man. And his name is James. Oh man, what else? We've got there's just been so much going on. My 2 nephews, or great nephews, I guess. And yeah, we're finally getting the roof done. The roof is getting done on our house. It was bad. I mean, it's next week. I'm super, super excited about it because I picked red shingles. Jack said, any color. Well, we've got like a brownish, it's kind of like a funky color on our house, but it's if you say brick, people immediately think like this red brick color, but it's more like a brown rusty kind of color. So I just thought red shingles would look really nice. Jack agreed when I said I already ordered red, so it's not like I could change my mind. So we'll see how that goes. I'll show you guys pictures of it, you know, when they're ripping it down and stuff. I'm just really excited, and because then painting the house will be next. So, you know, we're getting ready. We're getting ready. 5 years from now, we're ready to retire. This house will be, the roof will be new, the painting will be fresh, and hopefully we can sell it quickly. Ha! That's my goal anyway. Okay, so I do have a prayer request, and I've already spoken with him, and he said that it was perfectly fine. As you guys know, I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters still living. My brother Alan has been diagnosed with prostate cancer, and it has spread to his bones. So we are just taking this a day at a time. He lives in New Mexico. I wish he was closer because, you know, I think that's what everyone wants when a loved one is sick. But we've communicated. We talk to each other a lot. Even before he was diagnosed, we're always shooting each other a text to see how everyone's doing, and, you know, a phone call here or there. But his name is Alan, and he is no longer married, but he does have two grown children that live close in the area. So, you know, it's not like he's alone or anything, but it's something that's very hard to deal with, whether you have a whole bunch of family with you or none at all. So I'm just asking if you guys would please just pray for him. He sometimes has moments where it's just overwhelming for him, just dealing with everything. So we're just, you know, praying that we just put it in God's hands, and pray for healing and strength, and keep his faith ongoing. Yeah, because, you know, I would love to just get in my car and go and visit. I still have, you know, several family members in New Mexico, but as long as we can talk and video chat with each other, it will have to do for now, but eventually I will be in New Mexico visiting my brother. So I think that's it. It's 47 minutes, guys. I wasn't planning on staying on this long, but just be warned. I'm all over the place. If you haven't figured that out by now and you're new, I just kind of I just like chatting, because you guys are so good to talk with. You're good listeners, you're good commenters, and you guys know how I feel about you. So next week, minus any tooth issues, I hopefully will have more to show you. I still feel like I've gotten, you know, some things accomplished. But anyway, I'm going to get off here so I can go and get prepared for the day. It's going to be like 92 today. Ooh. So stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you when I see you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.